What's up? Listen, I want to talk about this other video that somebody came in the comment box and they said, hey, Splash, look here, talk on this topic about how children being raised in gay families. How do the children having two gay parents, what type of effect you thinking that's having on the children? I mean, what do you think is happening with the children, and how do you think they're handling it, at school among their friends when they have to say, hey, I got two moms or two dads, I mean, how do you think that that affects the children? Um, I cannot really say how it affects the children. I know that some children grow up to be successful, productive, young adults. You know what I'm saying? And probably some kids that do have an effect on them, maybe a negative effect, maybe a positive effect. I don't know. All I can talk about referring to that is respect for the children. That's the only thing I could really talk about. I can't really speak on the effect, the psychological effect. I could speak on the respect that needs to be given to the children of gay parents that have children in the household. That's what I can speak on. And my thing is, if the kids was born, y'all got together, y'all didn't have no children. One of the mates had kids and the kids was born growing up looking at the two moms or the two dads, then that's all they know. Now, in society, when they go to school or whatever, and it's found out that they have two dads or two moms at home, yeah, I'm sure they're going to get teased. I'm sure they're going to probably have some problems. And then that's when they probably realize, huh, my family is a little different than everybody else's family. My family, I have two mommies or I have two daddies. And they start really kind of analyzing everything. But, if you raise them and love them and be honest with them and let them know there's different types of families out there. There's two mommies, two daddies, and then there's a daddy and a mommy. You know what I'm saying? It's just three different structured families. Be honest with that up front with them, so when they do find out that there's another type of family, which is a mommy and a daddy, they won't be shocked. You okay? And I'm talking. Let's get down with what's normal. Let's get down with what's normal. Now, normalcy is whatever you got going on in your house. If the normalcy in your home is two mommies or two daddies, okay, well that's normalcy for you, and that's what the child is used to. Now I'm talking about only the kids that was born into the system when they open their eyes and they start growing up, they was used to seeing two mommies and two daddies. But now, if you have a family where you was married with your husband and y'all had children together and you broke up from your husband, huh? And all of a sudden you went from your husband to a woman. And that's something new for your children. Your children ain't never been around that type of setup and they ain't never ever been exposed to that. Now, and they already dealing with the breakup of their mommy and daddy getting a divorce, or their mommy and daddy no longer together. That they already dealing with that. Now I'm talking about respect. Now I ain't talking about nobody have to live a certain way, or nobody have to goddamn me what's right about what's in their home or what's wrong about how they raise their children in their home. I'm talking about some motherfucking respect in the household for the children. Okay, are we getting that right? It's for the children. I'm not talking about you motherfuckers personally. I'm talking about the children now. Now, if you was married with your husband, y'all don't have children, y'all don't have a household and everything, and you divorce your husband, and you end up bringing or start bringing women home. Whoo, man. And all of a sudden, your children start seeing the woman in the bed with you, or going in your bedroom, and when they wake up in the morning, this woman is coming out your bedroom, You understand? And this shit is a shock because they can understand that shit because they never been exposed to that. Not in a household. You understand? And then you gonna slowly try to introduce the kids to them and say, well, this is Sam. And the kids, gonna say, hello, Sam. Because out of respect, you raise them to be respectful. Now, although they being respectful, we got to look at what's the fuck going on in their minds. You understand? Now, just because they being respectful don't mean they all right with that shit. It doesn't mean that they are right with that shit. They could be really having a hard time adjusting to you bringing a woman in that household. And when their daddy used to sleep in that bed, now you got a woman sleeping in that bed. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. That ain't respectful. That ain't respectful. That's disrespectful to those children, because the first motherfucking respect going to that fucking roof is the respect for those children. It ain't about your motherfucking life. It ain't about you paying the bills there. It ain't about goddamn me, your name is on the fucking lease. It ain't about that. It's about the fucking respect under that roof that needs to be given to those children. And the first respect under that roof goes to the children. Now, if you divorce their dad and you decide to go with women, you need to find somewhere to go hook up with your woman. Don't bring that fucking woman in that goddamn house. Do not make your personal life and your desires, and do not push that shit on the children, okay? Don't push it. That's your shit. That's what you want to do. You understand? Them children is used to a mom and dad under that roof. And then all of a sudden, you're going to psychologically fuck them up by bringing a woman in there, and a woman coming out your mama's bedroom. A woman is coming out their mama's bedroom, after they used to see their daddy coming out their mama's bedroom for 10 or 12 years. And you expect for them to just spontaneously accept that shit. That's very fucking disrespectful. And you need to get your shit together. If you want to go be with a woman now after 6, 7, 8 years of being with their daddy, then you need to find a place where you can go and be with that woman. Under that roof, and everything going on in that house has to do with children. And the first fucking respect in that house is the children. Now, that's my take on it. I would never, ever have children if I was married to my husband, a man, and then I divorce their daddy, and I decide I want to be with a woman. I wouldn't bring a woman in that house on my children. Matter of fact, she would never meet my motherfucking children. And if she can't understand that, fuck her. You understand? Because my first priority is my kids. The first respect is the respect to the kids in that house, okay? And it is your obligation to make sure that it's a balanced, mental, healthy environment in that fucking home, okay? Now, that's the kids that you've been married to their daddy 8, 9, 10 years, and all of a sudden you want to switch up and start having a woman up in there, and a woman coming out your bedroom, and you throwing that shit down your children's throat, and you never figure out what psychological shit that child is going through. You understand? And then sometimes children might start acting out. They even might attack the motherfucking woman, start acting funny with the woman and giving her a hard time. You understand? And then it becomes a battle between the woman and your children. And then you in the middle. You in the middle. Because you love the girl, but you love your children too. So now you can have one of them motherfucking mates that be getting on your ass and telling you to control your goddamn children. Well, bitch, get the fuck out. Because see, if I had to get down to choosing you between my goddamn children, you would go. So it's best not to bring that shit in your home and try to get your children to accept your newly desired lifestyle. Now this is me giving my opinion. I'm not saying it's wrong what you're doing or how you doing what you're doing. The person came in the goddamn comment box and they asked me to comment on this shit, okay? They said, well, Splash, comment on how it affects the children by them having a gay parents. You understand? And this is my thought, my opinion on it. However y'all do it, I'm not knocking nobody. Don't nobody come in my motherfucking comment box talking about I'm putting down certain types of gay families. No, I'm giving my opinion on two different types of scenario. Whereas if the couples don't have no children and the children are born and they used to seeing two mommies and two daddies, okay, that's a different scenario because that baby is used to seeing that. But if the second scenario, if you married to the children's daddy for 5 or 6 years or something like that, and all of a sudden he is used to raising up with the mom and daddy, and the daddy coming out the bedroom and going on trips and shit, and they used to that, and all of a sudden y'all break up, and all of a sudden they start seeing a woman coming out the mama's bedroom. That fucking shit is wrong. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You understand? It's wrong because you just thinking about your goddamn self. You're a selfish motherfucker. Yeah, I said it, bitch. I don't mean to call you a bitch, but when it comes down to children, I love children. I love children. I love children. And I got the greatest, utmost respect for children. And I'm gonna tell you how much I got respect for children. I was with a woman for 25 years, right? And I have never slept in her bed at her house. I have never ever slept in her bed or came out of her bedroom at her house. And that's only if her children is there. Now, if her children gone out of town to Disneyland with the grandmama, okay, that's a different story. That's a different story. Because ain't nobody home. I mean, the kids is gone. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody there but her. Then that's a different story. But if the kids is there constantly, no. I didn't even go visit her. Hell no. I didn't. Because I guess it's a personal thing with me. I mean, they had the situation like that. The scenario I'm using, that's what was their situation. They had a father. They had a mother and father situation. You know what I'm saying? And then, all of a sudden, somewhere down the line, she decides she want to be with a woman. Well, if your children used to seeing they daddy come out your bedroom, they damn sure ain't finna see me come out of that goddamn bedroom. I'm not gonna be the one that they see. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what the fuck you doing when I'm not around. You might got a motherfucking revolving door of women's coming out your bedroom, but I won't be the one they see come out of there. So, just to close everything out, my opinion on that, you should really consider how your children feel when you change up your lifestyle. That don't mean you should change up your children's lifestyle. That's all I'm saying. If they used to seeing daddy come out the bedroom, please don't let them switch it up where they start seeing another woman coming out your bedroom. I think that fucks the children mind up. I really do. And I think you putting yourself in a little situation because it might be a tense battle between the woman and the children, because the children cannot adjust to that. So they might start being rebellious toward the woman, and then that's going to be a tension situation, and then you stuck in the middle. You understand? And then, you going to have to try to calm down the mate and then calm down the children. Then you might start going against the children for the mate. And then the mate might start being very ugly to your children. Then what you going to do? So, commentator, YouTuber, I'm going to tell you like this. I don't think, personally, if it's a situation where the woman had a male maid and a daddy, and they've been around the children all their life, and all of a sudden the woman switch up, I think that do have a detrimental some type of psychological effect on the kid. Now, I think sometimes things are successful and the kids grow up to be very, very good and productive, and then sometimes they end up really falling in love with the new female mate. But then sometimes she can go really, really, really bad, real fast. You understand? So I hope I answered your question, and that's what it is. I just think you shouldn't do it. I'm telling you, women, that's my opinion. I don't think you should. If you should switch up the game on the child. You should think about them and not just think about yourself. And just because you paying the rent there, your name on the lease, it ain't about I do what the fuck I want in this house because I'm the one paying the rent. And if you don't like it, get out. No, that's just my opinion. I don't think it should go down like that. If you feel like you want to deal with a woman, I think you should go to her house and leave that house for your children. That's my goddamn take on it. Okay? I hope I answered your question, and I hope that helped you out. If you need to know a little bit more, just say something in the comment about it, okay? All right, take care.